Listen up, my people of Western civilization. I have something I need to address. Now, this may not come as a huge shock or surprise, but it's more or less in need of discussion. We must discuss where our path lies as a people, where our path will arise, a new age in which a new beliefs and traditions are restored within Western civilization. I'm asking you decide if you want to live in an age of enlightenment or a dark age. A dark age in which you don't have the freedom, you don't have the free will, the freedom of thought, the freedom of expression. None of that exists within a liberal democracy. Now, I don't know what kind of rulerships are going to rule over me in time, but as long as they remain as traditional and more improve their leadership, then I have no objections to this point on, because I've seen that the world is in a chaotic phase. I don't know when or where or what's going to happen from here on out. Everything is explosive. The far left, the far right, you name it, it's just explosive. But this isn't about a leftist rant like I normally do. Let's put it this way. I want you to decide, how far reaching are you willing to go to get your message across? How far political are you willing to become? Because I'm taking a risk. Because unlike you, I'm taking a risk by putting this message out there. So bear with me on it. What are you planning on doing to contribute to society? Politically, socially, and societally. What are you going to do for society? Because in the reactive fear, whatever you call it, in the reactive sphere, there is a movement to restore tradition, to restore everything that we as a people have lost. And it comes at a time of hardship, a time in which people are so consumed by the latest sports, the latest fashions, the latest music, that they have forgotten that we are in a war. Over time, the left will not simply disappear, but ask yourself now, this isn't about, oh, the left are less than human, or they're not capable, or they can't be saved. This is not that talk. Ask yourself this. What will you do if the political compass ever changes? It's still in the leftist paradigm, but it's now switching to the right. But after the chaotic transaction is over and things start settling down, what are you planning on doing? What's your future for the next 40 something years before it reoccurs again and it goes back to the left? Ask yourself, what are you planning on doing for your life? I mean, there's plenty of opportunity that seems ripe, but are you planning on expanding your capabilities, building a business, storing up and preparing for harsh times? Are you planning on training your family to survive in harsh conditions or times of economic ruin or social unrest or potentially societal collapses? Are you planning on furthering your educational levels, reading, writing, thinking, progressing within your life, expanding your mind, expanding your knowledge, expanding your in all fields of expertise? Are you planning on giving to yourself more than what you can give to society and providing for your family? What are you doing for yourself as an individual? Ask yourself that one. I don't know about you, but I'm catching up on my knowledge, and I'm immediately becoming more knowledgeable in what is now and what could happen in the future. I'm learning more about the reactive movement. So I don't know about you, but I'm learning a lot more. I got a lot of things in mind. I'll talk about this another day, but what exactly is your plan in life? Do nothing? Sit around and watch while all your opportunities slip by? I mean, I see people my generation, 26 and under, not doing much. At least I'm making an attempt. How about you? Is there even a possibility of you even doing anything for yourself? Maybe you should consider that. Maybe that's what you're missing, is the fact that you don't know. That you don't know anything because you don't want to give it two thoughts. You must know something. You must want something. Everything that you think is not possible is possible, but in another way, it isn't. Think within the realm of reason and possibilities. Expanding your knowledge, that's possible. Learning to sharpen your reading, writing, and mechanic skills. You can learn how to do plumbing. You can learn to do mechanics, carving, hobbies. They call them hobbies, but they're technically necessary skills to survive. You can learn those. That's within the scope of possibilities. It's not a career. And maybe you can make a little cash off it if you find the right market. I mean, that's how it is. Come on, think. What are you going to do? I know I'm expanding my capabilities. I'm writing, I'm reading, but I'm also trying to work towards a goal. I'm trying to make a career or something, but that's proven to be maybe not within the possibility of, within the realm of possibility. So I gotta think on our subject and our capability. I can't go to college for good reasons. I'd rather not be indoctrinated into the whole social justice paradigm and political correctness bullshit. And I don't need $100,000 debt. And I don't need to waste 4 years of my life just to end up when I end up 30 years old with a staggering amount of debt. So those are off the table. And there's circumstances why I couldn't go to college anyway to begin with. Mainly the town I lived in and the schools. Because those colleges were religious and I couldn't go to any other town to live in because we didn't have the necessary money. But ask yourself, just ask, something to think about. You see, within a certain amount of months, all it takes is about 3 hours of your time to think. Maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour and 30 minutes you need to reflect, because reflection is good. It's good. It shows how honest you're willing to be with yourself. It shows that you're willing to be more open to possibilities rather than closed-minded and giving up. I know I feel that way sometimes. And trust me, it's a challenge. I have to brush off every day and try to realize that there's something there. Because if you lose hope, you lose everything. You can't have a negative output of life, or otherwise you're not going to succeed or survive, for that matter, in life. I mean, you'll give up, you'll fall apart, you'll stop taking care of yourself, you'll look almost completely, you will let your health, your psyche, physiology, and your emotional state of mind fall apart. You'll just fall apart and crumble. You can't have a negative output. You have to have something to channel that anger, that rage, that frustration, whatever it is. Happiness, passion, it has to be concentrated into something, and you gotta use it to become productive. Because that's how you succeed, or not succeed, but exceed within life. And expand your skills. It's by channeling all that excess energy into something that you can write down, something that you can do, even if it's not a planned list like this. I can't plan everything. I write down my thoughts, but I can't plan the list because it always never works. I can't even read from a script on the computer, but I can read small bits and words. But the rest of it I have to think about, or else it'll never entirely succeed. Nothing ever goes to plan. Remember that. Something to think about. All it takes is an hour and 30 minutes. 90 minutes of your time. Every few days or weeks or months. You must think or else you're not going to get anything. Everything's not certain, but certain things are within the realm of possibility of being certain. You must understand everything has a possibility, everything has a reason, everything has a meaning. The question is, are you willing to open your mind up to it or not? Are you willing to stand there and give up and become a nothing or nobody and not think for a second? No, this is what anyone used to do. Especially those who have had a hard life. But you must understand, if you can't work towards it, you're never going to succeed. You're never going to find a path. And you're never going to certainly find what it is that you're missing. Because if you're not sure of it, then you're not sure of yourself. And that's the problem. You must be sure of yourself, your true intentions, your true reasons, your true meaning within life. Or else you're never going to find that intended meaning, intended reason, intended thing within life. You will fail if you can't even realize that. There'll be moments where you'll actually succeed. Circumstances always give rise to succession and succeeding in life. In some way or form. It's a unique complication of circumstances and things that give rise to an actual successful person. But this isn't about success. It's about sharpening your skills as a person and becoming more productive and contributing to society, your family, or yourself otherwise. That's how you live. That's how you make more of your life than what it may not seem. That's your choice. I don't know about you, but I gotta work towards this. I gotta strive, fight, claw, and crawl if I must. If I don't have legs, I will fucking pull myself and strive towards that thing. I will push, I will claw, I will shove, and I will tear and rip just to achieve what must be done. Even if I'm half dead in a ditch. I don't know about you, but that's how I view it. Fight until you can no longer fight. Walk until you can no longer walk. If you can't walk, drag yourself. If you can't drag, keep pushing. Even if your morale is drained. Even if you're physically drained. Even if you're psychologically drained. Even if you're emotionally drained. Keep pushing. Because that's what life is. It's about struggle and it's about fighting to otherwise succeed, survive, or excel. Or expand and grow as a person, as an individual of like-mindedness. That's what you must do. You must find a will in which is uncompromising in its doubts within yourself. And you must strive and push towards that thing. Whatever that thing is. Intended goals, intended meanings, intended purposes, reasons, meanings. You have to push. You must get up out of bed if you don't have that will. Find a will within yourself. Find an anger, a triggering source, a fear. Find something, either emotionally, psychologically, physically, or anything possible to push. You must fill that emptiness. If you are empty and you still move like a skeleton with nothing on there but bone, like there's nothing there, find that something to cover yourself in. Because that's how you succeed. That's how you push. Even if you can't succeed, you're still pushing, you sharpen your skills, you keep your mind occupied. You must strive to something that you must work for, something that you must otherwise earn, that you must expand, that you must become something much more. Something that you must otherwise work towards as an individual of free like-minded conscience. You must keep striving. And if need be, you push yourself until you're dust. Find the will where there is none. And believe me, employ your energy, put everything until you can't push anymore. That's how you grow. That is true strength. True strength is right there, recognizing one's own capabilities and possibilities as an individual. You must realize that, or else there won't be anything left in you because you choose not to self-reflect, and that's the most healthiest, positive thing you can ever get of an outcome within life.